Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy, Kingdom Soldier, and I'm back again with another commentary. I want to talk to you about three things today. Number one, the Northern Arena event. Number two, phase replays. Number three, the potential of me coming back. So, number one, the Northern Arena event. I watched probably about half of this event, half on Saturday, and then I watched the final probably 3 or 4 matches on Sunday, but I kept up with the entire event as it went along. I read a lot of the comments, I saw the Reddit threads and what people were saying, and there was a question that was on Reddit today that I wanted to respond to myself. And basically, the question is, what happened? What was so off about the event? And here's my opinion. And I don't want to feel like I'm throwing shade, but here's my opinion. The teams that were invited were really good. The matches, like the actual gameplay, was dope. I mean, there were some things that happened at that event that, you know, they're top plays that you would want to see at a Call of Duty event. It wasn't like boring gameplay. The production was even good. The production was okay, I'll say. It wasn't great, you know, it wasn't MLG status, but it was good production. The arena itself looked really cool. They only showed us because the crowd was really small, but so they only showed us really the consoles and the stations that the players were playing on, but it looked really good. The challenge of this event was the viewing experience, and I'm just gonna say that, and the number one thing that made the viewing experience awkward, and that's the best way to describe it, is awkward, is the casting. Now, I want to preface this by saying I do not know Rich, I do not know Wisdom, and I do know Maze. I think Maze might have actually even been on the sticks after I left the show. And great guy. Love Maze. Follow him on Twitter, respond to his tweets, all that kind of stuff. You know, good guy. Don't have anything against him. But the combination of casters that they used for this event just really made it hard to follow. I remember turning it on Saturday, and I was almost like trying to massage my own temples because I was struggling to keep watching, just because there were so many awkward moments. It wasn't like bad casting. It was just awkward because you had two people that seemed to sometimes not know everything about the game. And I remember, I think it was Chance, that I sent him a message and he DM'd me and he told me, he said, the hard thing about stuff like this is that, you know, the chatter, if you pay attention to the chat, it would kill you as a caster at this event, because all they were talking about in the chat was the casting, the casting, the casting, the casting, and the casting. The event itself was dope. The casting made the event itself not look that dope. It actually diminished it. And no matter how bad, a lot of people said it just wasn't promoted well, no matter how good you promoted an event, no matter how, if it's like it's like last year when the Cavs were playing the Spurs and both teams sat their best players and everyone was mad and people just didn't watch because they were that upset that they didn't play LeBron and they didn't play Tim Duncan or Tony Parker or Manu Ginobili. It's like they pulled out their it was Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard. Like, if you pull out the best players on teams, of course, who's going to want to watch that? Now, here's the deal. Optic and TK were not at this event. They turned it down. So, of course, it was already going to be at a disadvantage. Anytime Optic isn't at an event, it's a disadvantage for that event. However, if one all-star caster, one, and that could be Maven, that could be Courage, that could be even, throw Fox in there, throw Chance in there, it doesn't matter. If one MLG caster was at this event, and I'm talking like top tier that people like to follow and listen to and that we're used to, if just one of them would have been on stream, it would have changed the event. And you probably would have added 500 to 1,000 viewers just by changing a caster. You guys heard my cat meowing? I think she wants to go outside, I don't know. So the Northern Arena event could have been better, and the only thing they could have done better that they really needed to do to change that event was just have better casters. And the best way to explain it is that there were times when you had two people, one of them had some knowledge, one of them had no knowledge, and the no knowledge person is leaning on the knowledgeable person. And because they didn't have a lot of personality, they didn't have high personality or hype moments, then you're depending on their knowledge, and when they don't have that, it just falls flat. If you disagree with me or you want to see what I'm saying, go watch, I think the channel is like CompCod Vids, go watch the top 10 plays of that event. There's one of the plays where Clayster grabs a flag. I don't even know who he's playing against. Clayster grabs a flag and he runs down the steps and runs to the side, goes to mid-map, jumps through a window and caps the flag. And that's what's on the screen the whole time, but they don't even mention it. And when they do, it's like, oh yeah, Clayster's going to be able to grab that flag. You know, I think E United's been doing a real good job of putting pressure on the other team. Oh, and they get the kills, and it looks like they're going to get the cutoffs as well. And maybe he's going to be able to cap this flag. And yes, Clayster is able to cap this flag. Like, that's how the cast was. And that made a big difference. So, number 2, phase replays. Oh, I do want to say this. Leave your comments. What you guys thought of the event, if you watched it. Leave your comments in the chat below. Don't just say, the casters were horrible. I mean, that's basically what I kind of alluded to. I didn't say they were horrible, but they just were just not great. And so, leave your comments. What did you think of the event? Did you like it? Am I being a little rough on the casters? Whatever you think, put it in the comments below. Number 2, phase replays. All I have to say is, he's a G. He is a G. I am... So, this year, after 10 years, I started dunking again for the first time. Like, I haven't dunked a basketball in 10 years, and this year I started dunking again. And I've actually recorded it a couple times. If you guys want to see it, I can show it to you somehow. The first time I did it, I put it on Twitter. And so, this year, and one of the main reasons I did it is because I am a avid LeBron fan. I'm probably too much of a LeBron fan. Like, people that are Optic fanboys, I'm a LeBron fanboy. And he inspired me because I was watching him and I'm like, man, this guy's really getting better every single year. Maybe I can get back up there. You know, yeah, I'm 36 years old, but maybe I can get back up there. And slowly but surely, I just kept trying and trying and trying and trying. And I'm talking about going from running and jumping and barely grabbing rim to just standing still, flat-footed, and jumping up and grabbing the rim. Like, my vertical has gone up 4 to 5 inches just without doing anything, but just playing basketball and trying more. And so now I'm dunking again. I'm playing basketball tonight, actually. I might get some dunks in. But the same thing I would say when I look at phase replays is I'm just inspired by how good he is playing. And it's not just his gameplay, but his leadership is just excellent. And that's all I really want to say about phase replays is I'm happy for the guy. Because what FaZe did at Dallas was ridiculous, running through that open bracket and losers bracket. And what they did at this event was ridiculous, running through the losers bracket. Like, I'm just proud of him. And Reap, good job, keep it up, maybe make some YouTube videos because I'd love to see them. That's it. And number 3, the potential of me coming back. I have the best opportunity in front of me to come back to esports in some fashion. I just don't know what that fashion is, and that's my biggest thing. For the entire month of January, I'm off of work. And my wife has already approached me and said she thinks that we should do vlogs. Like, she wants me to maybe do Keeping Up with the Kingdoms again and take videos of me and my kids and my wife and how we live and what we do. You know, we are pretty interesting people. Everybody seemed to like the video me and my wife did together at the end of 2016 going into 2017 about how we had the best year ever in 2016. Well, this one has been pretty good. And if I ever had a chance to come back, now is the time. But there's some factors in the way. Number 1, I don't have a console. This is the first Call of Duty in 7 titles that I have not got at midnight release and started playing immediately. I have not played Call of Duty World War II. I know I'm a detriment. I know I'm a detriment. But I haven't played the game. Number 2, I don't have any of my equipment. I got rid of all of it. I basically, in order to move forward with life, I got rid of a lot of stuff. And I got rid of my camera. I got rid of my streaming equipment. I mean, I got rid of my headset. I got rid of my sticks. I got rid of my games. I got rid of everything so that I could move on and have some closure. Because I kept wanting to come back. And even this whole year, I've just been desperate to come back. And now that boots are on the ground and I'm loving this game and the Call of Duty community, I just love where it is right now. And I would love to sprinkle a little Kingdom Soldier on the Call of Duty community. But I don't know my way in. And I'm just being honest with you guys. You know, people have hit me up already. I've had 2 different people hit me up, want to do podcasts or something like that. People are asking me everywhere I go. I was in TP's chat today. Someone's asking me, are you coming back? Are you going to start uploading? Are you going to do the sticks? You know, people want me to come back and they want me to do specific things. And here's what I'll tell you. I don't know how I want to come back in. I don't know if I want to be a part of a team. I don't know if I want to try casting. I don't know if I want to just be an analyst. I don't know if I want to try to get on a desk at an MLG event. I don't know if I want to start a podcast or my own organization. I don't know what I want to do to get back in. I might just vlog and just be a fan of esports. I honestly don't know right now. I do know that there's 2 events in Seattle in April, and whoa, man. Yeah, it gets me choked up when I think about it. There's 2 events in Seattle in April, and I will be at both of them. The Halo $1 Million Tournament, and then the next week, we have a Call of Duty event here in Seattle. I'll be at both of them, so if you want to meet me, I'll be there. I can't wait to meet all the pros that I didn't get to meet when I was in Cali. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think. If I do come back with and just become a content creator again, I can tell you that my content is going to change. I'm not going to go back and do COD profiles and everything. I still owe Brandon a COD profile, and that's Sharp that I'm talking about. I still owe him a COD profile. And so no matter what, if I come back, that's going to have to happen at some point. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'm going to keep you informed as much as I can. I'll add the update to the end because I know everybody hates update videos. Nevertheless, this is your boy Kingdom Soldier, and I will see you in the next video.